All right, this is Emo on Emo's Rock and Roll Magic Show. Tonight we have the great honor of speaking with the legendary David Crosby. So welcome, David, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Legendary. It cracks me up.
You don't see it? I think we all see it. Well, first of all, let's talk about your new album, Sky Trails. So you haven't released a solo album in about 20 years until 2014, and all of a sudden you've now come up with 3 albums since then. How did this sudden burst of endless creativity come about?
Well, couple of things. I had saved up some songs towards the end of Crosby, Stills and Nash because we just weren't friends, and I didn't feel like taking my songs there.
Yeah.
But I think mainly what's happened is people that I've gotten to work with. I've been so lucky. My son James, that I've been writing with for the Sky Trails band, is an incredible writer and a great producer. And the other people that I've been writing with there have been really good. And the people in the Lighthouse band, this newest record, which is called Here If You Listen. This is the one that's dropping right now. That's Michael Leake from Snarky Puppy and Becca Stevens, girl singer-songwriter from Carolinas, and Michelle Willis, girl singer-songwriter, keyboard player from Toronto. And that's probably one of the most amazing chemistries I've ever run into in my life.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a great lineup of musicians there. And
wonderful.
What's that like, writing music with your son? Do you see a lot of yourself in him when it comes to music?
No, he's better than me. He's an amazing writer. The thing that I found is that it's actually wonderful to write with other people. It broadens the spectrum that you're going to work from really tremendously. It's really a great thing.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And what would you say you tried to do differently with Sky Trails than with your other recent albums?
Well, Sky Trails is the electric band. That's the one that my son James produces. And that was the most recent album until now. And now I'm dropping a new record. That's the acoustic band, the other band, the Lighthouse band. That's Mike Leake and Becca Stevens and Michelle Willis. And that one is coming out, I think, officially dropping on the 26th of this month. It's called Here If You Listen. And then we're already trying to write the next one.
So you just keep going. I love it. And I know there's a cover of Joni Mitchell's song Amelia on Sky Trails. And, of course, she's been a friend in your life for many years. Do you still keep in touch with her at all?
Yeah, I had dinner with her not too long ago.
Oh, that's great. I love seeing that, just lasting friendship. And and for the listeners, David will be playing at Fred Cavley Theater in Thousand Oaks on November 10th and the City National Grove of Anaheim on November 13th. A bunch of other dates, but those are the most local, so you have some chances to catch him. So, David, can you tell us a little bit about this upcoming tour?
This is the Lighthouse band. This is me and Michael Leake from Snarky Puppy, Becca Stevens, and Michelle Willis. And it's the acoustic band of the bands that we have. I'm in 2 bands, right? And one of them is the electric band, the Sky Trails band, and one of them is the acoustic band. That's this band that's dropping this new record just now called Here If You Listen. And that band is going out on tour across the whole United States. And it's basically an acoustic band. It's really kind of a joy. We do a lot of 4-part harmony.
Do you like going on tour and checking out all the different cities in the country?
I like the singing.
Yeah.
I love the singing. I don't just like it. I absolutely love it. I don't love the travel. I don't love the being on tour, in the bus and eating bad food, crappy hotels.
You're still getting the crappy food?
Oh, yeah. No, you can't get anything good at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Well, glad you love the singing part. That's most important.
I'm loving it absolutely as much as I ever have in my whole life.
Yeah, I love your attitude. This is exactly what we need right now in the world. Thank you.
I think music is a good lifting sport. So what else would you like to know, my dear?
Let's see. Well, let's go back in time. So what was the first band you were ever in? Because I'm guessing it goes even before the Byrds.
Yeah, the first one I was in was with my brother and friend Bob Ingram, and it was called Wes Baxter's Balladeers. And it was a terrible folk nightclub act. It sucked.
We got to start somewhere.
But we sang pretty well. Then, for a long time, I was just a folk singer by myself in coffee house. Then I met Roger McGuinn and Steve Clark, and we started the Byrds.
And then the rest is history. So since your days in the Byrds were kind of your earlier days in the rock and roll world, how do you think your time with the Byrds helped you grow as a musician?
Well, that's exactly the way you think. You know, it turned me into what was possible. When I started out, I'd never even played an electric guitar before, which was pretty funny.
Wow.
Trying to learn how to hold an electric guitar, that was pretty fun. But it opened the door. You know, it was a wide open world. We could do anything. There was no rule. It was a great place to be, great time to be.
And rumor is that your time with the Byrds ended partly due to when you joined Stephen Stills on stage at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. So why did this upset the band?
Well, I don't know if it really upset him. We already were kind of not growing not going in the same parallel paths. And they knew that I liked Stephen and that I liked how he played, and that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bands don't go bands don't stay the same. You start out and it's one relationship. Years later, it's a different relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So you felt it was time for you to explore some new musical territories anyways?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So I guess this brings us now to Crosby, Stills, and Nash. How did you meet Stephen and Graham?
We were all in bands. We knew about it.
The networking. And Crosby, Stills, and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young were such super groups. Each one of you was just so skilled at your instruments and songwriting, and you just knew how to work those angelic harmonies that you're just famous for. So what do you think each member's biggest contribution was to the band's sound?
The songs that we wrote.
Yeah.
Everybody in those bands was a good songwriter, and we all wrote completely differently. So, it was a bunch of different colors, which makes for a better painting.
Oh, yeah, so it was a good fusion of musicians there.
Yep.
Well, so you've played some iconic spots like Woodstock, the Fillmore, and just all over. What has been your absolute favorite venue, if you have one?
Probably Red Rocks.
Oh, that venue is amazing.
Probably my favorite one. It's just so pretty.
When did you play there?
I played there not long ago, a couple months ago.
Wow, well, I've been there once and fell in love with the place too. So do you have any plans on ever retiring, or are you just more energized and creative than ever before?
I have no plans on retiring. I love what I'm doing. I'm going to do it until the wheels come off.
I love it. What keeps your creativity and energy flowing?
My love of doing what I do. I absolutely love it.
That's what we love to hear. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. I'll let you go, and we look forward to seeing you at your upcoming shows.
Thank you, honey.